Nice talk. I'm gonna...
Jack's like shakes his head and says, "Whoa."
I'm going to get as far away from you as possible now because you're creepy.
I think I just pretty much said that, yeah.
Eugene, ever so tactful. So is Fletch gonna actually come out and try to handle this truck, or is it gonna be Eugene who handles this thing?
I'll go give it a shot.
Okay.
That's the ticket. Good decision.
I know. But the slow driving, it definitely has to be slow anyway, given the turns of the garage ramp, which takes down to that basement 3 door that I ended up mentioning to Chad so many weeks ago, along with so many other things. There's no need for a roll for that. If Tony had been the one driving, I would have made him make a roll, particularly since he's carrying that -3 penalty.
Suddenly, a bunch of zombie bodies lay out themselves all over in front of the ramp.
What do I even care? Just run them over, I guess.
-5 to not get stuck and roll off of the bridge.
Suddenly he drives off a bridge that has no business being there in Fort Dream.
Instead of approaching the ramp from the high side, you just drive off from the top.
This'll work.
So, you go down 3 stories, at least. With
the ground gives way and you fall 3 more.
Full of several thousand gallons of water right behind you.
Yeah, let's roll to not
clean
drown.
out the wounds.
Good news, you have like a parking garage type thing that's full of thousands of gallons of water.
Parking garage / swimming pool.
That's right.
You know, a makeshift cistern wouldn't be that bad of a thing right now.
But it wasn't designed to be a cistern. You did not get enough tarps to make that happen.
Not only that, but we were hoping to eventually tap into the actual aquifer.
Yes.
Hopefully, eventually, maybe.
At any rate, Fletch is able to get the truck down there, and let me go ahead and make a check here for...
Oh no.
The nuclear power reactor nearby comes back to life.
We fucking go ahead, and so that was a 10 that he rolled. That's an extra 2. Jesus Christ.
5th level?
We're doing great!
That's 6th level. Yeah. That doesn't even take, like, any fucking time. Rig just, like, fucking, like, interfaces with the system, and, like, Fletch doesn't even come to a stop. He, like, is, like, rolling, and then the doors just fucking open, just slide.
He literally had a spare control
his
circuit for
neural
his back
interface,
pocket.
and
he just popped the old one out, put the new one in.
Like, I didn't think this would actually work. Well, here we go. You've been holding on to that this entire time? Yes.
All he did was flick the cockroach off of the wire.
That's right.
Problem.
And so, yeah, the rather large doors that were used to carry in, you know, all manners of freight in and out of the large basement level actually open up, and you can put the truck in there.
Huh.
There's actually enough vertical clearance in the large, like, hallway corridors that you could drive it in there. It would be... You wouldn't be able to make any fucking turns. You could actually drive it in there, or you can get, you know, whatever other vehicles, because, like, the track immediately starts right there, and it's like there's a little loading bay where they would use to, you know, take goods on and off trucks.
cool.
I will note that a roll would be required if you're going to attempt to drive the vehicle into there.
Do it.
How hard does it look?
Do it.
Well, there is enough vertical clearance, but there really isn't any room for maneuverability. On the bright side, it is a fucking straight shot, so it would be a 1d10 plus your dexterity.
I thought you were going to say it's going to be a one-way trip, because good luck backing that shit out.
That too.
That too. It would be a, just for you to just, like, drive it straight through, I would just say it'd be a 1d10 plus your dexterity. For you backing out, that'd be like a 1d10 plus your dexterity minus 4.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'm thinking we don't really want to get it stuck down there.
Oh,
No.
You're making me cry.
Especially since you realize that it would simply be impossible. There is no, like...
Okay, I got it. We'll disconnect the trailer and test it with the cab first.
Well, that'd
That's-
definitely be easier. You could actually make turns
And then when
with
we
that.
get the cab stuck down there and the trailer stuck up top,
Suddenly zombies appear to, like, get stuck in the tires.
They don't even bother with us. They just go and lay between the tires.
right? They just crawl in like
Screw it, I'm
cats.
getting in here.
Alright, everyone, back in the truck wheels.
All right, climb in and never get out.
So, yes. The loading bay doors are opened, and the truck, with all the gallons of water now actually on the same floor, you would just have to take the water the maybe mile and a half.
That's a little bit of a distance. But I suppose it's better than carrying it up and down stairs.
Pink says, all we need now is, like, 9,000 feet of hose. Riggs looks at her.
Oh, believe me, we thought about it.
Yes, 9,000 feet of hose. I'm sure that water pressure would maintain its consistency the entire way through.
Pink says, well, yeah, well, obviously the
Technically, it
Alaskan
would.
oil pipelines. Do you not understand anything, Riggs?
As long as you have back pressure at the return or the receiving side, yeah, it will.
Riggs' like jaw like slowly lowers and
Like, fuck you guys.
that's essentially the attitude.
Fuck you guys.
I don't think he's ever won like a verbal argument against Fletch or Pink. So you put all three of them in the same room, and it's his nightmare. That's
All
what he's
three.
going to dream about.
You know, once upon a time I was respected, even feared, and all of a sudden this shit happens. Fucking zombie apocalypse. It has totally ruined my
Yeah,
street
life's hard when you aren't the scariest looking thing around.
Yeah. Scare or be scared. But yeah, there you go.
So guys, what do we have that could be used to haul large amounts of water?
You got the swag mobiles.
You could technically get the cars down there too, and then
Yeah,
drive
actually, could we
them.
load a bunch of drums up in a, like the forklift or something?
Or maybe the
Yes.
truck?
Yes.
But isn't the forklift electric?
Yes.
So we wouldn't
What?
die of carbon monoxide.
You
poisoning?
got a problem with enclosed spaces and exhaust fumes? Like,
Riggs
man,
closes
come
the
on.
doors behind you. Oops.
Finger slipped. Oh, I can't open it now.
Well, then we'll have to just turn the vehicle off.
I'm
We're still
pretty
right
sure
up by
the
the
truck-
surface.
I'm pretty sure it'd have to be idling for a really long time to fill up the entire
Yes.
basement.
Sure, the risk is that it would fill up the section we're in and not dissipate fast enough because we're in a tunnel.
All that
I
not
try not to worry about the little problems.
But yes, thinking about it, it would be possible for you to take one of the vehicles. The forklift is the best because it's the smallest and thus most maneuverable. But it would also, wouldn't carry as much. I certainly think you have drums, empty drums that you could fill with water on account of the fact that you guys have been scavenging and on this fort for several weeks. I'm sure that you could find something like, say, in a motor pool somewhere
Yeah,
that used
and,
to keep things.
and empty plastic drums has consistently been something that we've wanted all the time.
Wouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
Grace just pulls it out of her purse.
No.
Oh,
How many drums did you have in there? I don't know. A dozen?
4. Each one more painful than the last.
Oh,
She secretly has 10 strength, but it's brought down because it's all being used to maintain holding up this purse.
exactly. I should use it as a bludgeoning weapon at this point.
should? You mean you haven't? Well, that would explain the problems we've been having.
Could have one-shot a desiccation with the amount of damage output. Come on.
Jeez, what were you thinking?
Put it on top of them. Have the entire center.
It does 1d fiat damage.
1d8
That's a lot of
times
damage.
strength.
Good times.
Yeah, so do we want to start trying to fill drums with yield not so trusty pump and
Yes. I think that's our best idea.
Okay.
And then pile them up on a pallet and forklift them on down there.
The pump's a little finicky. You gotta give it a little English, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
so you yell at it?
Spin?
Use some Scottish commas?
Alright. Jordan, while you're up there, I want you to make a 1d10 roll plus your mechanics plus 1. Please.
He's still participating, even though he's not here.
Okay, so my mechanics plus 1.
Yeah, 1d10 plus your mechanics plus 1.
No attributes.
No attributes.
All right. Does this have the -1 of death?
It does not. It does not have your -3 to it. No, you made this before you went tits up.
It's not your
All
character rolling, it's the device.
Yeah, yeah. The device is fine.
But the device is also depressed.
And you're supposed to check for breakdown every day of use with this thing. But yeah, it's able to pump water sufficiently.
Cool. Then yeah, we fill up as many drums as will fit on the forklift for the first load.
Then you can find like an empty pallet. Put
Exactly.
like tons of saran wrap around.
Yes, that is exactly what we plan on doing, I believe.
I've wrapped up pallets before. It's pretty exciting.
Yay.
Yeah. The trek is slow, getting the forklift down there. And, you know, of course, spending some time filling up the barrels and then driving the forklift the 1.5 miles. But then again, you've driven it like 10 miles. You know, they go across Fort Drake, so...
We're kind of stupid like that.
Yes, there's your sidecar on the armored forklift as well. It's important to note.
Does it have a barrel in it?
It can have a barrel in it. Do you want to put a barrel in it?
I imagine we may as well, because as slow as it's going to go, anybody that's coming along can walk faster.
It's true. But in a project which will end up taking the rest of your day and slowing down wall construction a bit, and it's important to get this shit, you know, the water to the horticulture labs before that gets walled off. Because this loading bay door wasn't included in the wall-off plans. But you can certainly haul, I don't know. I wouldn't say the entire fucking tanker full of, like, thousands and thousands of gallons of water.
One metric arbitrary unit.
Yes, 1 metric arbitrary unit, which is sufficient, Eugene feels, to get the entire... You fill up the entire system that is designed for extreme water conservation, with water filtration recycling devices now repaired.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah. It'll end up taking...
Like seriously, good times. This is...
Yeah.
He's really pleased about this.
And then Eugene can get to work with sorting all those fucking seeds and trying to determine what to grow.
I think it's mostly lettuce,
Yeah.
which we can make into various types of slaws and krauts.
Farm nerd!
Oh, we're not going to have any krauts on this base.
Well, no, but I mean, we do have to ferment it in order to break down the cellulose.
Yes.
It was a Nazi reference.
I know.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we ferment people to get cellulose.
Yes.
Alright. Another day ends up passing. Food situation actually ends up going pretty good as well. So yeah, Lance and Alfonso don't announce where they found the food, but they managed to acquire a large number of rations, as well as result rations only dipped down by 6 this day.
They're just going out killing people and cutting them up, aren't they?
There is a collection of meats and carbohydrates, which they return with.
Listen, I'm not asking.
Just want you to know, the question is not being raised.
I'm just not gonna say a damn thing.
I don't think I've ever
Potman
had this
is
meat before.
really
and I've
okay with
eaten-
both of these people, and the idea of getting food without adding people to our population. So,
People, they're just not breathing.
It's win-win.
So everyone heals up 2 life points, and Trusty Tony ends up not having a nightmare at all. But his essence, A, drops to 0, and B, he wakes up in a cold sweat in the middle of the morning. He's in his swagmobile, the one that has a few miles of fuel left in it. Let me,
About 15 miles worth.
no.
15
5
miles worth.
miles of fuel.
Not even that good, sir.
I know. And he's actually got, like, he's holding his, the key to start the vehicle. I, do believe that you ended up finding one of those. It wasn't, like, hot-wired. I like the idea of the key in this situation. Narrative purposes, even if there isn't. And you're just about to, like, put it in the ignition when you suddenly awaken. It's dead night outside. You're alone.
Where am I?
You appear to be looking around inside the swagmobile. You're still near the Twin Towers.
Uh-huh.
Looking out, it might be like 1, 2 in the morning. You're in there in whatever Trusty Tony has been wearing whenever he's been lazing around the past few days, i.e. not a suit.
So
Nothing.
as good as naked then.
Pretty much on that cold car seat, especially with all the sweat that's coming off his body. And yeah,
Gross.
his foot's like poised right over the accelerator, and his hand is frozen right about to put the key in the ignition when he awakens.
not sure how to feel about this.
Still depressed. Just not sure. Not sure if there's a...
Seems fine.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of my car and head back.
Okay.
Obviously I was sleep driving.
Yes.
As you do.
As you do.
Well, no one notices Trusty Tony's return. The people who used to stay on night watch actually go out to look for stuff at night, so...
Oh, I got a question. Which direction was the car facing?
The direction in which you left it.
Alright.
It doesn't look as if the vehicle moved. The engine block's still cool.
Alright. Probably nothing. I'm just gonna go back into my room and fall asleep, because hey, I wasn't having any dreams. I suppose. It was a pleasant night's sleep until I woke up outside.
In my car. Holding
He
the
did
keys.
feel safest of all.
I did feel safe. Okay.
It's obviously just suit withdrawal, so he goes to a safe place.
Suit withdrawal.
That makes sense.
I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Okay.
And thus we have a reason to ignore his insanity.
Yep.
The rest of the night and morning does end up passing uneventfully. You do gain the 2 life points. Trusty Tony is at 0 essence right now.
Might have a problem.
What's been dropped onto the map this time?
It's supposed to just be a token.
Where?
Where?
Apparently that's what happens when you drop it into the darkness.
I see.
Oh.
Eating it up. What the fuck?
There you go.
Because that's what we need, nudity.
Thank you for that.
It's covered.
Mostly.
Sure.
Yes, a new day ends up coming. Woo, new day!
Tony's gonna go attempt to do something.
Alright, what's Trusty Tony gonna attempt to do?
Walk down the stairs.
There's no need for a check on that. Trusty Tony
Okay.
can successfully walk down the stairs.
without falling asleep.
No,
Yeah,
he's
why
well
not?
rested.
He's got max endurance points. Unlike someone, he actually sleeps at night.
What? Potman sleeps now.
Now, but for like 2 weeks, no sleep.
Yes. That is an accurate statement.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, Trusty Tony heads down the stairs. Where are we going?
I want him. He wants to do something, so he wants to go jerry rig something. Let's go out to the Swagmobile.
Okay, Trusty Tony heads out to the Swagmobile.
All right, and he's going to, in an attempt to jerry rig it, actually disconnect the car, everything from the car, so it doesn't work.
Okay, there's no need for a roll for that. Trusty Tony knows how to take apart a car, even a state.
Yeah, he's just gonna take apart this car. That's what he's doing today.
Okay.
That's his grand plan.
Trusty Tony makes so many usable components out of this car, you don't even know.
That's actually a really good point. I thought it was just going to turn into scrap, but
No.
yeah, useful parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, useful parts. I'm gonna turn this engine into a blender.
Well,
And then he's going to put all the people in Fort Drake inside it.
Num num num.
A third corridor ends up getting walled off. Jax notes that he doesn't have that many concrete materials left in order to do like one, maybe like two more large corridors before like he needs to get some more mix and other like construction materials in order to keep doing this. There's still a lot more at that construction site that can be hauled back, but you couldn't bring back every single thing he needed from there in one haul.
So we're going to need to go on another haul run.
Yes. And Eugene will also have to busy himself with the process of which means that Eugene is going to be down there in the horticulture lab. Who does he want with him?
Someone good at shooting.
Grace would volunteer to come.
And sure, okay.
Sure.
And sure.
And sure. After all she's really been doing is just fiddling around with any device she could find and fixing the crossbow. Keeping it going.
Normally he'd say Tony because Tony's really good at killing things and could help jury rig if something goes wrong. But he's kind of scaring the shit out of Eugene right now.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't... Like, seriously, he wasn't even this messed up after we saw Cheryl, right? That was the first character's name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He wasn't even this messed up after we watched Cheryl shoot herself.
That's this is over a suit? Or is it I mean there's the whole demon thing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean,
So I gotta ask, what is Trusty Tony wearing while he's out there?
just a Speedo.
He has Sharpie markered a suit onto himself.
Just a
directly onto
Speedo
his
and whatever
body.
kitchen grease they could spare.
He's
Pants.
stitched himself a suit
He's
into
wearing-
his skin.
He's wearing pants.
He Sharpied a suit onto himself.
Fucking shirtless Trusty Tony. Oh, man. Just look out the windows right now and see him instead of washing a car, disassembling a car.
How's his cigarette situation looking?
Oh, I've been sober on no cigarettes all for 5 days.
Not even motivated
so
enough.
long enough for it to be really shitty.
Yes, that's an extra minus that's in the caffeine addiction thing, but it's okay. He is so depressed right now. I'm not even going to make him roll for that.
He doesn't even care.
He doesn't even care. That's totally not alarming. You
Turning
don't
a
care
flaw
about,
into a merit.
you don't care about your addiction to cigarettes right
Hey.
now.
He's quitting at cold turkey.
That's the willpower of Trusty Tony there.
So, yeah, I don't know. He got hit by desiccation the other day, right?
Yeah, a lot of us got hit by desiccation.
Right, well... Kind of wondering if that's something to do with it.
So before you went I'm not gonna sleep, and then murdered some guy.
Horrible nightmares.
Did you get hit by
Yep.
station?
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe you want me to watch him at night?
Yeah, actually, that's
That's when everyone realizes that no one actually ended up watching Trusty Tony that night like they discussed.
yes.
Look, I
Probably
started
someone other than me, just in case.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
When I started to get nightmares recently, just focused on the mechanisms of this hefts up the crossbow.
Right. Just hope there's not something else in there with him.
Is there anything I should look out for? I mean, he is kind of depressed, but is there anything he would never do?
Oh.
Eugene thinks that he is doing all those things he would never do right now.
That's he's. I can't think of anything that he would never do that he's not already doing. Disassembling a car, not smoking. All of his confidence is gone.
Not wanting to drive.
He doesn't want to drive or do anything reckless. He doesn't even want to talk to people. And he always runs his mouth off. Even to people holding us hostage, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I definitely remember that.
Yeah, no, he's just...
Maybe give him the cat? A little kitten?
I know Sam's not looking after it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can be each other's friends. I don't know. I'm not... this may come as a surprise, but I am not very good at figuring out how to help people going through issues.
Yeah. I'm not so good at that either.
Yeah.
I usually just... Oh.
You're kind of not someone who neglected to mention things until... You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If you see him getting up at night at all, considering how much he's not leaving his room for the most part, probably a big red flag.
If he doesn't respond, just hold him up and tell him to sit the hell down.
Yeah, I really don't know. Just watch out. Between desiccation, wearing Missy like that, and
At least
what he had me do,
controlling you.
You can't. You can't trust that someone is actually.
So, I mean, how do you think he controlled you? I mean, he had to wear Missy.
It's like he waited until I was empty.
I mean, so empty in more of a spiritual way, not physically empty.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what I did, I woke up with it already done. So really look out for sleepwalking a lot.
All right. So, I have labs, huh? Something about the water all over one of them.
What?
Trying to get onto the top of the labs, man. I didn't get a good look at them, if any. I think I saw them from a distance.
Oh, yeah, we're getting water down there. Gonna start growing soon. Figuring out who's gonna go down with me until we've got everything all safe.
Look, until we can, if we can, fix your, used car salesman, I'm probably the best choice. Unless the smooth guy decides to get any better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Physically. Actually, how is he doing? I haven't paid attention to him.